I'd like to start the evening by introducing my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors. And if you stand up, I'll start with John Renison. John hails from Calexico. He represents District 1. He's worked diligently on improving our border crossing times, our port improvements, and communication with Mexico. And he's recently begun moonlighting as a special agent for an unnamed federal agency. District 2 is represented by Jack Terrazas. Jack hails from El Centro. Jack gives special attention to transportation improvements across the valley and represents our interests on the Southern California Association of Governments General Assembly. It is generally thought that Jack has single-handedly improved Seaport Airlines and Plainman and preserved our essential air service in Imperial County. Michael Kelley. Michael hails from Imperial. And no, we are not related, but we know of. Mike represents District 3. Mike's impressive work has been on behalf of public safety in Imperial County, where he's shown special focus on the welfare of children in and out of the juvenile court system. And a word to the wise, do not schedule a meeting during Mike's workout routine. Ray Castillo. Is Ray here? Well, he's going to get barbed anyways. Ray hails from El Centro, and he represents District 5. And Ray has a great heart, and he gives that heart to natural resources and our desert beauty. And he represents us on the Bureau of Land Management Desert Advisory Committee. A few years ago, Ray didn't know what Boardsonville was. Today, he's become all too familiar with the site and the many troubles of operating a business adjacent to federal lands and a railroad. I want to also recognize Ralph Cordova, our county CEO. Ralph? Ralph hails from Calexico but lives in El Centro with his wife Julie. Some say that Ralph is a penny pincher with the county coffer. All I can say about that is that I saw him paying Mario Castaneda with a coupon. Your presence here represents the rich fellowship in our county. I want to thank especially the mayor of Raleigh, George Nava. George, your support and the support of the city staff has been tremendous in hosting this event today, and I appreciate you and the council and the entire city. That's why I choose to live here. Now at this time, let me introduce the Kelley family from Raleigh. Let me start with my father, Malcolm Kelley. Stand up, Dad, you don't take enough. And my mother, Karen Kelley. My brother, Kevin Kelley. My son, Connor Kelley. My daughter, Bridget Kelley. My cousin Allison is back there. And if there are any other Kelleys that are in the audience that I didn't see. They may, because they kind of hide out. But we are a big family down here, and we're very proud to be Raleighs. Oh, no, I'm not forgetting. No, I want to introduce everyone, if you don't know. My wife, Robin Kelley. So I couldn't do this job without their total commitment and support, not only to me, but to the entire Imperial County community. So I represent District 4, which is the north end. I was born and raised here in Raleigh, but I also am a member of the entire Imperial County community. So now we get to the meat of it. Distinguished citizens and honored guests, I come before you to report the state of Imperial County. And I am pleased to report that Imperial County is stronger and more united than ever before. Tonight, Imperial County is stronger because we stand together. Imagine our valley as one family. I can disagree with my sister, and under stress, I may call her a name. But if someone else calls her a name, then that someone else now has a problem with me. So the County of Imperial has settled the QSA litigation with the Imperial Irrigation District. And I may disagree with the district on issues, but in defense of this valley, they are family. And in other words, don't disrespect the valley. No county has greater resources than Imperial County. Land, water, power, and people make this valley imperial. Our neighbors, our state, our nation will no longer define Imperial County. Definition of imperial is of superior or unusual size or excellence. Our families, friends, and communities are superior excellence. Many people ask, what does the county do? We provide the public safety, public health, and public services to the county residents. Our services extend into every city, every town, every town site in this valley. It is my hope that we can be viewed like a brother. Sometimes you may want us to move out and go get an apartment. But other times, you like having us around. So some of the policy changes that have occurred in the past year. We reduced food vendor permits for farmers markets and street fairs. We eliminated the cost for permits for nonprofits to be able to participate, to do food kitchens, to serve the elderly. We reduced home improvement building permit costs by 50% and granted amnesty to anyone that did those improvements without getting a permit until December of 2015. We recognized city business licenses. The 7 incorporated cities of this valley, if you're a tradesman or a professional and you're conducting business in the unincorporated area, you're not required to get a business license in Imperial County. And we removed the business license requirement for agricultural businesses. We established the local health authority for Medi-Cal managed care in Imperial County. We expanded behavioral health and social services in Calexico and Raleigh, and we're moving to do more of that outreach into our community. We initiated the Certified Unified program agency. Tony Robotis is well aware of this. If you don't know what that means, it's called Coupa, and we're trying to bring it back under county control. We supported and lobbied for the Solvency Initiative and Senate Bill 1139. We ended the QSA litigation with Imperial Irrigation District, and now United, Imperial County, and IID are fighting to protect our citizens, ratepayers, and landowners from the mitigation costs of the water transfers. And after 12 years of representation, we have terminated our association with outside counsel for QSA litigation. Our economic status. We experienced some significant economic challenges. We had the closure of National Beef. We had the closure of the detention facility run by us. In all that, we also saw some very positive information. Agricultural production topped $2.1 billion for the first time in Imperial County's history. Unemployment dropped 2.4% from a time period of September 2013 to 2014. The median household income increased to approximately $43,310. Over 54,000 people are registered in Imperial County Medi-Cal managed care, an increase of over 26,000 people in 1 year. We have a property valuation of $11.6 billion. Is that right, Doug? Okay, shake his head. And we had a budget surplus this year of $14 million. Our development status, we had some private development projects that were very significant. The MTC opened a $78 million detention facility. Private development money is now putting a signalization at Highway 86 and State Route 22. It needed some assistance from some federal monies as well, right, Bill? Where you at, Bill? You didn't have your hat on, so I didn't know where to look. We're talking about making a change for Brewer and Austin Road, something that shouldn't have gone in the way it did, and we're going to address it. And we've reached 18,000 acres of entitled solar projects, with half of that either completed or in construction. So what are we looking for 2015? Well, Theodore Roosevelt was quoted as saying, if you could kick the person in the pants responsible for most of your trouble, you wouldn't sit for a month. So while last year was challenging, I'll never stop fighting for the citizens of Imperial County and what I believe in. In the face of these challenges, some may choose to maintain the status quo because it's how things have always been done. That is not who we are. We choose to face these challenges head on and find opportunities. As we begin 2015, Imperial County has recovered from the Great Recession, but our secret is out. We are a highly desirable place for the development of renewable energy. But the continued growth of energy projects on agricultural land is placing a burden on our agricultural sector. Our challenge is how to balance this new industry with the needs to ensure that our farms and our ancillary businesses are not jeopardized. We must remain good stewards of the county coffer. Our current budget reserve is a testament to the board direction, the executive staff, and the entire Imperial County public employees. Public servants are the frontline delivery for the services we provide, and they should be applauded for their service. I shared 3 special interests on the day I became the chair, and today I'm expanding on those items. direct delivery of Imperial County services. We need a north end holding facility for law enforcement. This would allow our peace officers from Raleigh, Calipatria, Westmoreland, and the Sheriff's North Division to return to patrol where they should be. We should hold a board meeting in each city once in 2015. And tonight doesn't count. A regular board meeting that allows others to see how their county government is working. We should have video coverage of board meetings and post it on our website. We should conduct a strategic planning session every year and invite the public to participate. Our first planning session will be held on March 10th. You guys didn't know that. It's on. Oh, it's on. It's written in granite. We should utilize library locations or other county facilities for electronic submission of permits and fees. Establish help desks for Skyping your questions with Planning Department, Environmental Health. If you live in Ocotillo, or you live in Heber, Salton City, Palo Verde, it's a long way to come to El Centro. We should review current county department locations and plan future placement for proximity to coastal communities. And consider transportation options for our public. And we will develop a master fee schedule for all county services this year. Now, to resource and economic development. We shall continue to promote the Salton Sea Initiative by incentivizing renewable energy development in the South Salton Sea. We'll hold the state of California accountable for the contractual obligation of mitigation and restoration of the Salton Sea. We will promote increased energy transmission from Imperial County and get credit for what's available today. We will complete the general plan amendment and energy overlay, and we will also respect private property rights by reducing fee costs associated with developing unproductive ground. Not to add another burden onto what the current situation is, but to incentivize someone to do it on non-ag productive ground. We should support Imperial County applicants for state and federal boards and commissions. A lot of the rules that come down upon us are from agencies, commissions, and boards that we have no representation on. As Teddy said, we're not going to sit for a month because we have the ability to put somebody on there. And we should promote Imperial County as a vocational education center of renewable energy by coordinating with private industry and the California State University system. And I'm looking at you, Dean. And my last item is Imperial County pride. I want to acknowledge citizenship every month. I want to create a citizenship medal for heroism, altruism, and benevolence in Imperial County. I want to fix the Imperial County display at the state capitol.
Yes.
I want to provide a scholarship for 7th and 8th graders to design an Imperial County flag. Did you know we didn't have one? Well, we will. I want to hire a communications officer for Imperial County. I want us to be able to get our message out of the valley, the way we see it. Imperial County, hot weather and hot women. Does that work? So I wasn't sure that was going to fly. wife went to see 50 Shades of Grey last night. My alternative was hot weather and hot blooded, but let's stay with hot blooded. So like a family, Imperial Valley family photos all across the refrigerator. Let's be happy about who we are. So here's my challenge to you. Let's not say this is good enough. Instead, let us move forward and leave a better place for our children. Let future generations look back and say that we turned our challenges into opportunities. And let us work together to make this a community where all our children and grandchildren will grow and prosper. A place we can all be proud to call home. Archbishop Desmond Tutu said, "You don't choose your family. They are God's gift to you, as you are to them." So thank you, and may God continue to bless you and Imperial County.